So this is a Chinese website called TaoBao. It's like I was going to say like eBay, but it's not really eBay. It's a big marketplace. All the factories, all the shops, everyone advertises their products on TaoBao. You can buy absolutely everything. They have a second-hand market, they have a new market, but they sell clothes, they sell food, they sell cars, motorbikes, parts for your car. You name it. Now, whatever you want to buy, you can buy from TaoBao. So we buy all our shopping from TaoBao. I mean, we order, our milk, and the milk for Andy here, and Reeling buys shoes and clothes, and I buy all the parts for my motorbike and parts to service our car and everything. Well, you can even buy, like we bought the tyres for our car, the exhaust system for our car. We bought it off TaoBao, and then you just type in your location, and then they'll give you a place, the closest place where you can go and get the tyres fitted, and you pay for it all online, and it's all very easy. So, someone was talking about the fake alcohol in China because there's a few videos circulating about where people are making fake Heineken and fake Budweiser, so they're getting cans and removing them, filling them with a different beer, and then relidding them, and then reboxing them, and then selling them as the genuine thing. Now, I've got a few thoughts on that. Yeah, for starters, if they're taking the Budweiser and Heineken out and putting in Chintal or something like that, they're probably doing you a favour. But yeah, there are fake alcohols being made in China, and these have been done in like secret factories. It's totally illegal, and yeah, they are actually trying to sell the product as Budweiser or Heineken or whatever, but it's got something else in there. And of course, there's no hygiene or no standard or anything. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. You can do a search and you'll find it. But there's another interesting thing as well, which it isn't fake. It's just very similar. So if you look on Taobao, you can search for your Western brands of whiskey and stuff like that. So you can find Jack Daniels and Ballantine's and Chivas Regal, Centauri, all your standard. And of course, the prices of these are, probably maybe a little bit cheaper or on par with what you would expect to pay at home. So these ones here, I bought these before, and when they arrive, yeah, they're genuine. They're a market, a reseller which is selling the genuine article, and they import it, and then they're a distributor for like Johnny Walker or Remy Martin or someone like that. But of course, a lot of Chinese people, as long as it looks similar, they're happy to have it, and it's kind of, they feel like, yeah, it looks Western, but it's cheaper. So like I seen this one here the other day, Jack Club, number 21 whiskey, and then it says actually on it, it says Scotch whiskey. Now obviously this is a complete knockoff from Jack Daniels, but this one here is a Scotch whiskey where Jack Daniels is not. Jack Daniels is a bourbon. So this is your genuine Jack Daniels, and Jack Daniels is an old number 7 Tennessee whiskey, where this one here is your Jack Club number 21 Scotch whiskey. So it's not fake whiskey. It's just basically made to look like a different brand. So hopefully Chinese people will probably buy it thinking it's Jack Daniels, because they don't really read the English, or they don't understand the English anyway. So they'll see this bottle, it'll look familiar, so they will buy it. And the interesting thing here is, with this one here, you're getting 3 bottles for 52 yuan. So that's like, 11 Australian dollars. You're getting 3, I think they're 700ml, yeah, 700ml bottles for like $10, $11. So that's $3 a bottle. So it's kind of, yeah, that's really, really cheap. Then I've seen this package here where they sell a package of, there's 3, 6, 7, 8 bottles, and 158 yuan. So this is like $30, 35 Australian dollars for 8 bottles. But when you look at them, you get a vodka, which is some type of Russian vodka I'm not familiar with. Then you got this one here, Black Diamond Whiskey. And this here is made to look like a Johnny Walker, like a Johnny Walker Black Label. It's a very similar bottle, similar style labelling at the bottom, and here it's just not on the angle. Then you got this one here, which is made to look like Chivas Regal. It's a blended Scotch whiskey, and yeah, it's really very similar to that's Chivas Regal. So it's very, very similar to your Chivas Regal bottle. This one here is an XO brandy, and same thing. This XO brandy, that's made to look like a Remy Martin. So yeah, it's what else was there? The Jack Club, yeah, that's the same one as before. This is a Bulgari whiskey. Imperial VSOP. So this is another one. This is a brandy, and that's made to look like Martell. Very similar. So lots of copies, more copies similar to the Johnny Walker bottles. This is another one, Jack David. Same, trying to copy Jack Daniels. These ones here we've just looked at. Now the interesting thing with some of these is on one of the bottles I've seen, I'll just find it. I think it was in here somewhere. On one of the bottles it actually said it was blended in Scotland. Now I'm really surprised. I'd very highly doubt it's blended in Scotland. You know, it's possible, I guess, but unlikely. But these are they're not fake. They're just copies of Western style ones. So they're made to look like the originals. Now, another interesting thing I noticed on TaoBao is if you search for something in Chinese, the prices come up, and they're like reasonably priced. Like these tools here for servicing radiators and everything, 300, 270, 390, 280. So all of these, they're around say 50 or 60 Australian dollars for these radiator flushing tools. If you type in the same thing in English, a radiator pressure testing tool, it comes up at 1,400 renminbi. So it's literally 1,000 renminbi more expensive when they advertise it as a in English, just the English if you search it. But if you search for exactly the same tool in Chinese, it's 250, 300. I think the most expensive one here was 390 or something like that. And it's exactly the same tools. These are identical tools. So a lot of the products on TaoBao, if you search the English name, it'll be very expensive. The other day I was searching for an oil drain container for when I change oil on my car, and I found it in English and they wanted 400 renminbi, and then I searched for exactly the same thing in Chinese and I found the absolute identical product and it was only 29 renminbi. So yeah, it really pays if you are looking to buy stuff in China. If you're living here and you want to use TaoBao, is use a translator or ask a friend, or if you've studied the language for search it in Chinese. And and if you don't know the name, yeah, really search out and find out what it is in Chinese, because when you use the English names, the prices are absolutely horrendous. More expensive than you'd pay in your home country. I mean, this set here, nearly $350, $400 or something. I mean, that's more expensive than what I'd pay for that set in Australia. In Australia, this would probably only be about $200. So I doubt they would ever sell this product at that price. And it's not like this is imported. This is made in China, exactly the same as the other ones. They're exactly from the same factories and everything. It's just one adds in English and one adds in Chinese. So yeah, so this is TaoBao, and absolutely everything you can buy on it. I'm buying a stack of tools at the moment, and know all the things. Are so cheap. $3, $5. It's just these same tools. If I bought these in Australia, would be costing me, probably 5 or 6 times that amount easily. So it's a really, really good website if you're living here, and all you've got to remember is search in Chinese. So hope this has been helpful. Have a great day.